Alright. Well, as you know, this is the Christmas season, which is really the feast of Saturnalia, Satan, Saturn worship. So I was looking at a guy there called Anton LaVey. He's no unlike, what do you call him? Turn that down a bit. He's no unlike Ron Hubbard, you know, the man that started the other religion, Scientology. He was a Satanist and a Freemason. Now this LaVey character, everything I've looked into him, all his background and what he says and his autobiographies and that, nothing can be verified. He's just a showman, he's made it all up. He's also been accused of plagiarism. He stole his stuff off a guy called Rand. I don't know how you say his name. You know, sort of like Friedrich Nietzsche or whatever he's pronounced, but Ayn Rand was the guy that he blagged all his stuff off it. And there's been quite a few. There have been a few German guys come up with a kind of satanic church, you know, the selfish thing, and the most famous pop artist one's Alistair Crowley, or Crowley, whatever way that's fucking pronounced. I mean, a Crowley guy, he'd a house up here in Scotland at Loch Ness, Boleskine House. It got burnt down a couple of years ago. But anyway, looking at LaVey, he just cannibalised everything off everybody. He said he was in a circus, he was a lion tamer, fucking an actor. You know, you always find it. These people, I mean, if you look at Ron Hubbard, you can actually go and see him in interviews, and he tells you, he says, if you want to make money, start a religion. So LaVey, he starts his religion, but he has people on board like Jane Mansfield and Sammy Davis Jr. and that, so he's already within the celebrity lifestyle. So it was easy for him to get his thing off the ground. So anyway, that's LaVey. So I looked at this, so I can get up. I reckon you've got what they call modern Satanism. It refers to the religious, philosophical and ideological movements that self-identity using the term Satan or Satanism. And I'm going to kill that dog. Come here, dog, yeah, keep speaking. They associate themselves with Satan. Whether as a metaphor or a dark force or an individual entity, the beginning of modern Satanism is generally attributed to the late 1960s. You know, when they done all the flower power stuff, the hippies and all that, they just got all this off the ground. They said they get magic, white magic, black magic, Satanism, and you know, the whole shebang with the hippies. So the three major trends within the movement are theistic and religious Satanism, atheistic or philosophical Satanism, and reactive or adolescent Satanism. So that's modern Satanism in a nutshell. So you get this other one called theistic Satanists. They believe Satan is one of a group of super-personal dark forces capable of having some control or influence over human beings. The believers are capable of having some control over human beings and who venerate, worship or align with him. A prime example is the Order of 9 Angels. You look this stuff up. An occult group created in the 60s in the UK. Their members strive to become one with Satan. It started in the 60s. The one thing's been around a long time. with Satan and other dark forces that seek to create new, more highly evolved individuals. Even within occultism, theistic Satanists are extremely rare. Researchers estimate there's only a few thousand of them. So you get atheistic Satanism does not acknowledge the existence of God or Satan. What they identify with is Satan as symbolic adversary of religion and traditional morality. That's good Manhattan. It's my son on the Xbox. Right, so anyway, I'll go back to where I was. Atheistic Satanism does not acknowledge the existence of either God or Satan. What they identify with is Satan as a symbolic adversary of religion and traditional morality. But Satanism is a religion, so I think it's just all back to front now. Back to front, upside down. As Time magazine wrote in 1972, they invoke Satan not as a supernatural being, but as a symbol of man's self-gratifying ego. Selfishness. Don't give a fuck about anybody else but themselves. Which is what they really worship. The Church of Satan explains their view by saying, we see the universe as being indifferent to us. So you're here in the universe and why you're here and all that, everything that's going on is just totally indifferent to you. And so all morals, right, morals and values are subjective. Human constructions. Our position is to be self-centred, with ourselves being the most important person. So they're selfish, self-centred, they're the most important person, they're the God of our subjective universe. So we are sometimes said to worship ourselves. So we see the universe as being indifferent to us, and so all morals and values are subjective human constructions. Our position is to be self-centred, with ourselves being the most important person, the God of our subjective universe. So we are sometimes said to worship ourselves. Ugh. Yuck. The German historian of religions Joachim Schmidt, is there not a Helmut Schmidt or some Schmidt in Germany? Anyway, coined the term reactive Satanism to refer to groups who adopt the Satan portrayed in Judaism and Christianity as a figure of veneration to invert the values of those religions. As Catherine Bear explains, Satan is still an evil god as defined in Christianity, but one to be worshipped rather than shunned and feared. In the 1980s, adolescent gangs combined inverted Christianity with romantic Gnostic elements inspired by black metal rock music and Christian scare propaganda. Role-playing games and horror imagery and engaging in petty crime. These types of Satanists often adopt the self-identification of Satanism as an act of adolescence, rebellion against parents or society. The psychology of adolescent Satanism. Anthony Moriarty says these dabblers in Satanism tend to fall into these categories: psychopathic delinquents, angry misfits, and pseudo-intellectuals. Oh, this type is likely to be the largest group within modern Satanism. Right, so, I mean, delinquents. All their wee pictures and all that, they have stars and upside down crosses and symbols. Oh, air fucking place, innit? So the primary inventor of atheistic Satanism was a former circus performer, Anton Zander LaVey. Anton Zander LaVey, go and look, see if he was in a fucking circus. Everything about him he made it up. He created his own fucking history and all his pish. He created the Church of Satan in '66 Because of growing interest in the occult in California during the era, LaVey attracted media attention to his new cult. Among those to join his church were the actress Jane Mansfield, entertainer Sammy Davis Jr. and hairstylist and Manson family murder victim Jay Sebring in 1969. LaVey published the Satanic Bible, a quasi-scripture that outlined his religious beliefs. The essence of LaVeyan Satanism is captured in the 9 satanic statements, and that's what we just went through there, the 9 satanic. Right, so I'll read them here. It says, Satan represents indulgence instead of abstinence. Satan represents vital existence. They're not indulging in a big feast of gluttony, they know. Satan represents a vital existence instead of spiritual pipe dreams. Vital existence instead of spiritual pipe dreams. Satan represents undefiled wisdom instead of hypocritical self-deceit, whatever the fuck that means. Satan represents kindness to those who deserve it. Sounds like fucking Santa Claus, doesn't it? Satan's clause. Satan represents kindness to those who deserve it instead of love wasted on ingrates. That's what it says. Satan represents vengeance instead of turning the other cheek. Satan represents responsibility to the responsible instead of concern for psychic vampires. Ooh. Satan represents man as just another animal. What's another animal with psychic abilities? Satan represents a man as just another animal who, because of his divine, spiritual and intellectual, so he's divine, spiritual and intellectual development, has become the most vicious animal of all. Satan represents all of the so-called sins, as they all lead to physical, mental or emotional gratification. Satan has been the best friend the Christian church has ever had, as it's kept him in business for years, right? So they reckon that the influence for LaVey's work was for Ayn Rand, or A-Y-N Rand. I give people Ayn Rand with trappings, LaVey once told the Washington Post. He's just like a pop artist. I mean, I just want to be famous. You get families, they're all into show business and they make all this up. And if they're in the right place at the right time, they can get influence over, what do you call them, like celebrities. I mean, look at that Uri Geller, another fucking charlatan. That guy there went to all the parties and get into Hollywood, probably get let in. And he got to meet everybody. He even met John Lennon, and then he done all his wee tricks and he became a celebrity. So, prior to LaVey, the most common symbol associated with Satanism was the inverted cross. But after seeing a picture of a goat's head and an upturned pentagram, he went, "Oh, that's a good idea." So he put it in it was on the cover of a book. And he adopted the image as a symbol of his cult. LaVey first used the image on his spoken word album. I mean, I'm against all religion. What he's doing is he's shouting that he's against a religion, but he's made another religion. Or a religion that's anti the other religion, but you know, both sides of the same coin. It still hurts people into that. Fuck's sake. Despite their focus on political activism, the Satanic Temple claims they are an actual religion, because this is taken off in America. They've got it in the military now, and it's in some schools and universities. The idea that religion belongs to supernaturalists is ignorant, backward and offensive. They say on their website, well, if you look at Anton LaVey, he was into the supernatural and all that. That's what he done, looking for ghosts and psychic stuff and all that. That's what he done before he made his book. or created, he's done his own ministry. The metaphorical satanic construct is no more arbitrary to us than are the deeply held beliefs that we actively advocate. Deeply held beliefs. Is that objective, subjective? Is that objective or subjective? What does that mean again? That we actively advocate. Penny Lane, director of the documentary Hail Satan, says the Satanic Temple is both serious and satirical. Yes, they are internet trolls and pranksters, and they really are Satanists. There's fucking loads of them on the internet, isn't there? Both of those things are true, because the core of Satanism is to embrace joking and pranking and being mischievous and freaking people out. That's the heart of the religious identity. What you grow up? It's not evidence that they're insincere. It's actually part of it. In May 2019, the group officially received tax-exempt status from the Internal Revenue Services, making them the first satanic group that is both atheistic and adolescents to be recognised as an official house of worship. On they go. That other guy, fucking, it seems to, for me, it all fits into that, and it's a man called Albert Pike. If you look at like Aleister Crowley was a Freemason. They're all Freemasons. So is LaVey, them all. Sort of cult magic. These people are always nosy and want the magic and want to know the key to the magic kingdom. So they join these groups, or they follow them, or become disciples of them. And then it leads on for Freemasonic, the craft as they call it, you know, occult secrecy, into joining other groups like Satanist groups. It's all Satan. The fucking lot of it. Lucifer. That's who the main guy is for the Freemasons. So Albert Pike, he wrote a book called Morals and Dogma. I don't know what the fuck this is. He wrote a book called Morals and Dogma, but I know it tells you about, it just sounds satanic to me, everything there I read out there about being selfish, worship yourself, you're all going to become gods and all that sort of stuff. He's the same guy, and he tells you they've got a big plan, which looks to be they've activated it now. They've got a man that's half goat and half man. He's got tits. He's got a cock, snake for a cock, and a woman's vagina. That's what you call an androgyny. So if you look around you now, you'll see the androgyny programme going on everywhere. They've got androgyny all over Hollywood, all over your television. They've got women that look like men and men that look like women, and they're actually people trying to turn themselves into women and women turning into men. That's all part of the big androgyny agenda for the Baphomet. So what he said he's going to do is, he's going to break down everybody's moral compass. He's breaking down society and what it's always existed for a long time. He's destroying that through this Albert Pike satanic Luciferian Masonic cult that's running this place. So what they do is they have a thing called Order Out of Chaos, Ordo Chaos, Ab Chaos, or whatever the fuck it's called, right? So what they're doing with that is they're creating all this disorder, they're creating all the chaos. Then everybody will lose their moral compass, everything will all break down. This is the idea. And then the people will cry out, oh, we need to sort this. Somebody help us, somebody save us. And they're going to come in with the solution. That's what they're doing. That's their whole, that's the whole shooting match. That's what they're doing. You know, so Hey. So, Merry Saturnalia. Enjoy your gluttony. Be selfish in this season of Satan. Worship yourself and only be kind to those that deserve it. Right, thanks for listening.